When you think of Missouri, what's the first food that comes to mind? Maybe barbecue or perhaps some home-style cooking? Well, a group of food lovers, better known as Flavored Nation, they're working to identify the best foods from right here in Kansas City. And food blogger Jenny Vergara is here to take us through a few of the choices.
Yes.
This is a good job.
Yeah, you should smell my car this morning.
It smells delicious
with all of
in
this
here.
in there, it's delicious.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's start with the barbecue, the burnt ends.
Well, you have to start there, right? So barbecue really is our heritage. It's our culinary heritage in Kansas City. And the burnt ends is the one thing we can point to that we actually created here in Kansas City. So burnt ends is basically the ends of the briskets that are trimmed off.
Yeah, it was the first time I had ever heard of this was moving here.
Right.
Okay.
These are from Joe's, Kansas City barbecue.
Delicious.
Absolutely. Very tender. And they used to be given away just kind of as free samples as people were waiting in line for their brisket sandwiches back in the day. And then now we really claim it as our own. It's a totally separate menu item. This is Kansas City barbecue.
I believe it.
Absolutely.
Everyone talks about those burn ends.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's move on to this beautiful bread, which, what do you call it?
Povatitsa.
Okay, so where is this from and why does it signify Missouri?
Right. So this is actually Strawberry Hill Povatitsa Company's Povatitsa bread. This is their traditional English walnut, and we had a large Eastern European Croatian population moved to Kansas City for looking for work in the West Bottoms when we had our meatpacking district. And they settled on Strawberry Hill, which is over in Kansas City, Kansas. So this company was started in 1984, and this is, each one of these loaves is 2.5 pounds.
What?
It's a very dense bread.
Oh my goodness,
It takes a long
dense.
time to make. It's this one, like I said, is nut based. There's poppy seed. They have over 11 flavors now, but this is their most traditional, and it's a sweet dough that basically is just kind of peanut buttered with this beautiful filling, rolled up and baked.
This is so good.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's delicious.
And now we're moving back to the savory. This is
Right.
Bedini, right?
Right. This is Garozzo's famous chicken spadini.
Okay, so what is Bedini for people who don't know?
Right. So basically, it's skewered chicken. It's marinated overnight, typically, and then it's rolled in breadcrumbs, baked, and then grilled. And then it usually has sauce on top. This does have, you can actually see the pieces of garlic, the herbs, the spices that are in this, a little basil on top, a little dressing that goes over the top. This is iconic because obviously, veal and beef spadini has been around a long time.
Right.
But chicken spadini was Garozzo's kind of claim to fame. So we can claim chicken spadini as our own here in Kansas City.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what other foods might be in the running here? Anything from St. Louis?
Yeah, so apparently what they're going to be doing is going to each city and having someone, probably a food blogger, food writer like myself, pick 3 iconic dishes. And then basically people are going to go online and vote for their favorite. And so they're going to hopefully narrow it down to 1 in each city. And then eventually they're going to be hosting a food festival in St. Louis where you're going to get a chance to try all these dishes.
How fun.
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't try the spadini, but I already know my pick between these two. Do you
Okay.
have your pick?
I do.
Okay. All right.
I do.
Jenny, thanks so much. And this is just the beginning, like Jenny said, of Flavored Nation's search for America's most iconic food. So get involved in the debate. You can go online, use the hashtag Flavored Nation, or you can find them on Facebook at the address on your screen. All 50 states will be represented at the Flavored Nation Festival this fall in St. Louis. Christine, I have got to go to that.
I know. I want to be the official taste tester.
I know.
Can I come along and taste test?
Yeah.
That's all I want in life.